Hello, and welcome to my September report. I got this idea from Dana Stanley. She has a podcast called the Laid Back Magic Way podcast. I kind of made up different words to use instead of the ones that she goes by. So, what report means for me this month, and this might change from month to month, it's going to stand for reading, eating, playing, obsessing, recommending, and trying. I would love to kind of supplement a video once a month with a monthly report. I think it's just kind of a cool, refreshing break, just to kind of be a little bit more chit-chatty and casual and personable, and maybe give you an idea of something that you would like to try, or just a little bit of a break from the normal Disney and travel content that I will be posting about. For R, that is what I'm reading. And this month I am reading, actually the past probably 2 months, I've been reading Finlay Donovan is Killing It. And this is by El Casamano. This is a book that was given to me to borrow from my sister. She, I think, has lent it out to a couple of girlfriends to read, so I'm not exactly sure what all these tabs for. It is kind of funny once I get to the page and I read where the tab is. I'm like, why did they tab this? But it's really funny, and also has a underlying murder mystery theme, but it's mostly just like hilarious. And I hope one day this is a show or a movie, because it's just really silly and funny, and that's kind of what I need to turn my brain off when I'm reading a book, is something that's very lighthearted. I don't really read that much or make that much time to do it, because honestly it makes me really sleepy. So I only get through a couple of pages a night if I'm lucky. So my favorite genre is just like an adult fiction, Southern fiction type of book. So something more on the lighthearted side, just that I can turn my brain off, and just something more silly, rom-com, beachy type of book. I'm loving this one so far. I am on page 193 out of 337. Prayers appreciated that I get through this by the end of next month. Otherwise, I will be changing my R to something else. Okay, E is for eating. So something that I've recently started eating this month. This is something my mom actually got me hooked on. These are the Oikos protein shakes. They have 30 grams of protein in them. This is the salted caramel flavor. I could bet that the vanilla and chocolate are also delicious. I love the Fairlife milks that are about this size with, I don't remember off the top of my head how much protein those have in them, but I really struggle with eating my protein goal in meat alone. I normally get most of my protein in from a drink, powder, yogurt, and then meat is like the last little bit of protein that I get in. I've enjoyed drinking these. They taste really delicious. I'm kind of weird and can just drink these at room temp on an empty stomach. Don't ask me how. I did it the whole time I was pregnant and never got sick. So I just drink one of these first thing in the morning with all my vitamins and supplements before I go to my Pure Barre class. And I don't find myself getting hungry till honestly like 12 noon. These are at Walmart, and that's where I've been getting them. Okay, playing. I feel like this can go like playing a game, playing a song, a movie, a show, any direction there. I've been playing on TV because we have an upcoming Disney trip. We have been watching a lot of what I've been calling deep cut Disney movies. So like the very original cartoons from the 1940s, just to have on in the background while Evelyn is playing. They're really, for the most part, low stem, like really not crazy colors, not crazy action, and not very like loud, stimulating type of shows, which I also appreciate. And one that I had not seen before was Disney Melody Time. It's kind of a compilation of some different shorts. I absolutely loved it. There were some shorts that I recognized from Disney sing-along songs from the 90s. I don't know if you watched those growing up, but I definitely did. That's one that I enjoyed playing. I have been obsessed with this for probably 2 years now, but it is my walking pad. I have a standing desk and a walking pad underneath of it that I used pretty much daily when I was working from home. I was using it a lot before I was pregnant, and then was like making myself use it up until I couldn't hardly walk and talk on the phone anymore while I was pregnant. And then postpartum, I just was not motivated at all. I was more motivated to go to my barre class than walk on the treadmill. I just felt like I couldn't find the time at home. Now, I have been enjoying during one of her nap times, or when my husband is traveling and I can't go to my barre class in the morning, just still waking up at the same time and just hopping on my walking pad. So especially for this upcoming Disney trip, I've really been wanting to get at least 10,000 steps in to kind of prep for the trip. Even when I went in May, I think I was like 5 or 6 months postpartum, I still didn't feel 100% like my healthiest, best self. And I'm not trying to be hard on myself because I know it takes a long time to get back to where I was before I had a baby. Just like needed a break in the middle of the day every day. And I know it was May. It was so hot. And that's a whole nother thing. I was like, I could not handle the heat, and I still can't that much like I normally used to before having Evelyn. I'm hoping if I instill this habit in now, come wintertime when it's way too cold to be outside, I will just hop on the walking pad at home and be able to do that. I'm not trying to brag or anything here. I walked on the walking pad for 90 minutes, and I believe it was 90 minutes. I think that's when it turns off. And I did a speed of 2.4 miles per hour, and I got in almost 5 miles of walking and didn't feel out of breath hardly. I was just playing a game on my phone and watching some YouTube videos at the same time. Sometimes I'll be able to edit at the same time. Yeah, it's very doable and manageable. So I'm just trying to make the time and get into the habit of doing that again. I am recommending a supplement that my doctor told me about when I went in for some of my postpartum depression doctor's appointments. Okay, getting pretty personal here, so just warning and heads up. I was open to taking some sort of medication at that point because I was just kind of desperate and not feeling like myself. But she recommended that I start taking a supplement called theanine. I love the one from Thorne. I take a lot of Thorne brand supplements, and theanine has made a world of difference for me. Specifically, the Thorne brand, I don't know how many milligrams you're normally supposed to have a day, but this one specifically you can take up to 3 times a day. I really, on my hardest days, maybe take it twice a day, but I'm normally okay just to take it once in the morning with my other supplements. It has helped me sleep better. It just kind of feels like I can exhale and not have like a heavy weight on my chest all during the day. And it's just been really nice. I think it's derived from a green tea. It doesn't really give me a caffeine boost or anything like that. I was actually told to cut down on my caffeine intake, which I'm working on still as well for my anxiety. But the theanine supplement, I highly recommend. I've told a couple of other moms about it. Anybody who suffers with severe anxiety, it might be worth looking into. Again, I have no medical expertise whatsoever. So that's just something that was recommended to me Of course, I would rather go a natural route than hopping on a med, but I wasn't above it. And I tried it, and this is what's working for me right now, and I've really been enjoying it. Okay, so T is for trying. And in the same vein as what I was talking about earlier about postpartum depression, I am trying to get out of the house and do one just errand, quick outing with my daughter, just she and I. It's taken me 9 months to feel comfortable doing that. I don't know if that's normal or not. Again, trying to give myself grace here. And I'm just saying this on here in case somebody else is going through a similar situation, but it literally took me 9 months to feel comfortable going out with my daughter. That's how anxious I was. I'm much better now and have done 2 outings in the last month by myself with her. So if I can just keep trying to do small, quick little errands like that, I think it will help me be more comfortable if I have to do something longer for a longer stretch of time with her out and about. And then I'm working on that has honestly been a huge struggle for me. And I'm pretty proud of myself for just being able to bop in a place really quickly with her. And it's been kind of fun. I'm looking forward to her getting older and communicate with me and doing more like little fun errands and making more mundane errands more fun. I don't know if that even makes any sense. That is my September report. Again, that is what I was reading, eating, playing, obsessing, recommending, and trying for the month of September. If you can think of any other words that I could place and kind of interchange, let me know. I'm much open to different words and kind of switching it up and making it fun and fresh on a monthly basis. I hope this has been helpful or inspiring to you, and be on the lookout for some Disney vlogs coming your way very soon. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.